In 2003, teaching of science and mathematics in English, or more frequently known as pengajaran dan pembelajaran sains dan matematik dalam bahasa Inggeris, PPSMI, was implemented in the Malaysian education system. This move by the Malaysian government was to enhance Malaysia's ability to compete in the era of globalization. However, 6 years later, in 2009, the Malaysian government announced the abolishment of PPSMI. Many quarters continue to rally for the reinstatement of PPSMI. While others call for the abolishment of PPSMI. What is the missing puzzle piece that has caused such an uproar? This paper seeks to make an important contribution to the intensely debated issues surrounding PPSMI. Let me take a brief moment to introduce myself and the topic being discussed here. My name is Bay Su En. I live in Malaysia. As an educationist, I am greatly concerned with the future of my country and how education can make my country a better one. This paper is entitled Revise, Not Abolish PPSMI, Effective Instructional Strategies for Limited English Proficient Students. In abolishing PPSMI, the Ministry of Education Malaysia claimed that several studies showed deterioration of achievement in science and mathematics, and at the same time, students' understanding was hampered by PPSMI due to lack of English proficiency. Students with limited English proficiency, or also known as LEP students, face a twofold struggle. They were expected to develop English proficiency, and at the same time, they are also expected to maintain normal progress in academic skills. Confucius once said, "When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't just adjust the goals, adjust the action steps." Here we find our missing puzzle piece, that is to work together to include LEP students. The paper aims to identify, verify, and describe effective instructional strategies for meeting the needs of limited English proficient students and for bridging the gap between LEP and non-LEP students within the PPSMI context. A careful balance is needed between enabling LEP learners to learn easily using their mother tongue at the early stage of education and the goals of PPSMI, which is to provide access to global languages of communication through education. 5 highly effective instructional strategies for limited English proficient students has been identified and further described in the paper. Just to briefly name them, they are active teaching behaviors, use of both L1 and English in instruction, integration of English language development with academic skills development, use of information from LEP students' home culture, and instructional congruence. Finally, the paper proposes an instructional revision of PPSMI. The goals of PPSMI are achievable, and its successful implementation only requires an instructional revision to include LEP students, not a total abolishment. With this proposed framework, LEP students can progress systematically from mother tongue instruction in their early grades, mediated by bilingual instruction in the middle grades, and finally to full English instruction in later grades. With this, I invite you to read the 6-page paper that accompanies this presentation and hope that you have a good time. Thank you.